if I told you that modern chemistry, pharmacy, and even the way we calculate the size of the Earth all trace back to one man? A man whose work shaped the future of science over 1,200 years ago. In a world without modern labs, computers, or even precise measuring tools, one genius cracked the secrets of matter, developed strong acids, and even calculated Earth's radius. But how did he do it? Let's find out. Hello everyone. Welcome to our channel Evolution of Ideas, where we uncover the fascinating history of technology, from ancient inventions to modern marvels. But today, we're not just talking about an invention, we're talking about a man who shaped the course of science itself. A genius who was an inventor, philosopher, mathematician, and the father of chemistry. This is the story of Jabar ibn Hayyan, also known as Jabar in West, the scientist who changed the world. Chapter 1, The Birth of a Genius. How did a young boy from 8th century Persia rise to become one of the greatest scientific minds in history? They called him Jabar in the West, but his real name was Jabar ibn Hayyan. A child of revolution, a student of great minds, and a scientist far ahead of his time. But who was he really? Jabar ibn Hayyan was born in 721 AD in the city of Tus, modern-day Iran. He grew up in an era when the Abbasid Caliphate was rapidly expanding, bringing a golden age of knowledge. But his early life was not easy. His father, Hayyan al-Azdi, was involved in political conflicts and was executed, leaving young Jabar to grow up under the guidance of scholars in Kufa, Iraq. Chapter 2, A Scholar in the Making. How did Jabar ibn Hayyan break away from myths and lay the foundation for modern chemistry? Imagine a time when science and magic were intertwined, where alchemists searched for the elixir of life and turned lead into gold. But one man among them took a different path, a path of real science. In Kufa, Jabar studied alchemy, medicine, mathematics, and philosophy. His teacher, Jafar al-Sadiq, introduced him to experimental science, something that would set Jabar apart from the mystics of his time. He didn't just believe in theories, he tested, documented, and refined them, making him one of the earliest pioneers of the scientific method. Chapter 3, Jabar's Greatest Contributions. What were the groundbreaking chemical discoveries that made Jabar the true father of chemistry? Did you know that the acids used in today's laboratories were first created over 1,000 years ago by one man? And without them, industries like medicine, metallurgy, and even batteries wouldn't exist. 1. The birth of modern chemistry. Jabar believed that matter could be understood through experimentation and classification. He refined distillation, invented the alembic, and discovered strong acids like nitric, sulfuric, and hydrochloric acid, substances still used in modern chemistry. He is also known as father of chemistry. 2. Calculating the radius of the Earth. How did Jabar manage to estimate the size of our planet centuries before modern geographers? And why does his method still amaze scientists today? Without satellites, telescopes, or advanced technology, how could someone in the 8th century possibly measure the size of the Earth? And yet, he did. Today, we use advanced space technology to calculate Earth's radius, but over 1,200 years ago, Jabar ibn Hayyan did it using just the stars and mathematics. How close was he to modern science? A lesser-known achievement of Jabar ibn Hayyan was his calculation of the Earth's radius. During the 8th century, Jabar utilized the knowledge of geometry and astronomy available to him to estimate the size of our planet. What's remarkable is that Jabar didn't have high-tech tools or advanced instruments. Using simple astrolabes and meticulous observations of the stars and horizon, he estimated the Earth's radius with surprising accuracy. His methods involved calculating the distance between 2 points on the Earth's surface and measuring the angle of elevation of a celestial body. Modern calculations determine the Earth's average radius to be about 6,371 kilometers, 3,959 miles. Jabar's estimates, while not exact by today's standards, demonstrated an incredible understanding of the Earth's curvature and size, an impressive feat for his time. Though technology has advanced, Jabar's work laid the groundwork for future astronomers and geographers, proving that curiosity and keen observation can unlock the universe's secrets. 3. Contributions to mathematics and astronomy. How did Jabar ibn Hayyan's use of mathematics shape the future of both chemistry and astronomy? What if I told you that chemistry and mathematics weren't always connected? That is, until one man changed everything by applying numbers to chemical reactions. He applied algebraic principles to chemistry, making it a precise science rather than mystical speculation. His works influenced later Muslim mathematicians, paving the way for the development of algebra and algorithms. Chapter 4, Jabar's Books, a Library of Knowledge. Which of his books became the foundation for medieval alchemists and modern scientists alike? A single book can change the world. But what about 3,000 books? That's how much knowledge Jabar left behind, influencing science for centuries. Jabar's influence wasn't just in his experiments. He wrote over 3,000 books, many of which shaped both Islamic and European scientific thought. Here are some of his most important works. The Book of 70, Kitab al-Sab'in, a collection of chemical experiments. The Book of Stones, Kitab al-Ahar, where he explored the properties of minerals and metals. The Book of Balance, Kitab al-Mizan, an attempt to classify elements based on weight and proportion, a precursor to modern chemistry. The Great Book of Chemical Properties, Kitab al-Kimya, one of the earliest systematic approaches to chemistry. His books were translated into Latin and spread across Europe under the name Jabar, influencing alchemists and chemists for centuries. Chapter 5, The Mystery and Legacy of Jabar. Was Jabar really a single scientist, or was his name used to represent generations of knowledge? His discoveries changed the world, yet his identity remains a mystery. Some believe Jabar ibn Hayyan was not one man, but a legend written by many. Could this be true? Jabar's contributions were so vast that some historians believe multiple scholars wrote under his name over time. Whether it was one man or a group of scholars, the name, Jabar ibn Hayyan, became synonymous with scientific progress. Despite political turmoil, his ideas endured. And today, every laboratory, every chemistry experiment, and every scientific breakthrough owes something to the foundations he laid. A legacy that lives on. Today, Jabar ibn Hayyan's name is remembered in chemistry books, laboratories, and scientific discoveries. His emphasis on experimentation, observation, and documentation laid the foundation for modern chemistry. If one man could uncover so many scientific secrets over 1,000 years ago, what discoveries are waiting for us today? From chemistry to astronomy, from acids to algebra, Jabar ibn Hayyan's genius still echoes through time. But his story raises one final question. From acids to alchemy, from mathematics to medicine, Jabar ibn Hayyan's contributions changed the world. He was not just a scientist of his time, he was a visionary whose work continues to inspire modern chemistry, physics, and mathematics. His story is proof that curiosity and knowledge have no limits. The question is, what will the next generation of thinkers discover?